Attention, the show starts in 3, 2, 1.
This is the FLA Trash Talkers Podcast with Toby, Wally, Keith, David, and Jay. The following program is 5 guys talking about the happenings in the world. This show is meant to be comedic and informative. The opinions expressed on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only and may not be factual, do not reflect the beliefs or opinion of the cast, their peers, friends, family, or co-workers. This show may contain strong and crude language for the sake of entertainment. If you are under 18, please get permission from your parents to watch and listen. If you're offended by the contents of this podcast, please do not watch or listen. Please do not sue us or fire us. You can follow the FLA Trash Talkers on YouTube and Instagram by searching FLA Trash Talkers. Make sure to like and subscribe. And now, it's time for the show. What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. This is the FLA Trash Talker Podcast, and I am Jay. We're getting crazy, guys. We're switching things up. We're moving our live show to Wednesdays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. right here on YouTube. It's the same show, guys. Same chaos and the same trash talk. We just moved it to Wednesdays. If you're watching live with us right now, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. You can check out all of our shows on YouTube by searching for us on YouTube by looking for FLA Trash Talkers Podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe. Tell a friend as well. We want all your friends to listen to the show. Hey, look who's going to be joining us right now. You can chime in tonight by chatting with us in real time on the YouTube chat group. Looks like everyone's here except for one person. Looks like David's not going to be joining us tonight. But hey, look who just popped in. What's going on, Wally?
What's happening, guys? How y'all doing?
What's up, big dog?
You made it. You made it. All right, what's going on, Toby?
Man, I guess old Wally was in the hair and makeup department getting his shit taken care of. Look at him looking all cute over there. I'm coming to y'all from a fucking Hampton Inn in Troy, Alabama. So
what
let's
the
go,
hell are you
Troy
doing
State.
in Alabama?
There's nothing to do in Alabama.
Hey, if I'd have went to the right hotel, there'd be this Baumhauer's fucking place out there that looks like a pretty cool place, man. When I got to the hotel too, I cut on the TV and started flipping channels. They had a fucking high school football channel for here in Alabama. All it was is straight high school football games, showing all the Friday Night Lights from last weekend. So
You must have been in heaven.
Sound like the old Sunshine Network.
different world.
What's going on, Keith?
What's up, everybody? Golly, it is Wednesday. It feels a little different, but feels right at the same time.
Yeah, doesn't it? I mean, It's a beautiful Wednesday night. I don't know what the weather looks like over there, but it's beautiful outside here in Orlando.
Man, the sun came out of nowhere. It was kind of like an overcast a little bit all day, and damn, at 6 o'clock the sun came out.
Hell yeah, man! It's been for me. It's been a nice day. That's what I'm saying, and I'm happy that our first show on a Wednesday night, beautiful day, no thunder, no lightning happening outside. But let's go ahead and get this show started. How many of you guys? Let's be honest here. Love working a 5-day work week. I mean, if I could, I would like to work a 3 or 4 day work week. But do you guys like working a 5-day work week?
Fuck it, no.
No.
What about you, Wally? Wally just got off of work, and he's trying to catch up with all of us.
Yeah, no, I'm 4 days is fine with me.
4 days. Yeah, I would love 4 days. So check this out, right? There's a trial being ran in Europe, started in June of last year and worked its way till December of last year. And it's the largest 4-day work week pilot program to date. The trial is being conducted by the 4-day work week global organization in conjunction. Well, I can't talk on Wednesday night, apparently.
You've been home too long.
Yeah, I've been home too long. I'm all rested up. I'm all relaxed. It's been in conjunction with several other companies and researchers such as Oxford, Cambridge, and Boston University. So this is a trial that's going on, like in Europe, 4-day work week, 4 days. It's come out with a lot of business outcomes. 92% of the companies want to continue with a 4-day work week. The average revenue increased by 1.4%. The trial was rated 8 out of 10 by companies. And for employee outcomes, check this out. And I'm sure Wally's going to love this one. So I think all of us will. 90% of employees expressed they want to stay working on a 4-day work week after the trial. 55% of the employees reported improvement on their work abilities. 15% stated they would not accept going back to a 5-day work week.
Does it say if their salary, hourly, did they workload change? Like, are they working extra hours in those 4 days? Or it's the same 8 hours?
The biggest thing that he said, though, that would kind of answer it is that he said revenue increased by 1.4%. So if revenue increased by 1.4%, this is a win for the corporations, which means it's going to fucking happen.
It's going to happen
because what they're doing now, what they want it, the employees want it to happen, so they're coming in and busting their ass, so that way they can get the fuck out of there and have their 3 days
in 4 days. Yeah. But check this out: for the employee itself, health well-being, 71% of employees had a reduction in being burnt out. 39% stress levels fell. 43% of employees noted that an improvement of overall mental health. 54 reported a decrease in negative emotions. 37% health improved. 46 experienced reduced in fatigue, and 40% of participants had less sleep problems. Just on a 4-day work week.
Bro, I can see that, because just us right now, being just off Saturday and Sunday, you got to enjoy. If you don't start enjoying your weekend on Friday, you miss it, because by the time you wake up Sunday morning, I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking, damn, I got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. And it depends on what you do too. I mean, in the industry that the three of us are in, we work Monday through Friday, and then most of us have to go to sleep early on Sunday. So we lose half of our Sunday. A lot of companies are out there, a lot of employees feel that way. They lose majority of their Sunday, but if they have the Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, I think the Monday blues wouldn't even be there anymore. I think people will be happy going to work.
I don't know if people will ever be happy, but they'll be happier.
Happier, yeah. I mean, no one wants to go to work. Let's be honest here. No one wants to go to work. But family life, it says here, 73% of employees reported a higher satisfaction with their home time. 60% found it easier to balance paid work. Home to life balance was improved by 62%, and men involvement in childcare increased by almost 27%. So fathers got to go out and play football with their sons, go coach, got to go play catch in the back. These are the things that you get to do when you have that extra time.
Hold on, just for 1 day though, they going to coach football just that 1 day.
Well, I don't know what it looks like over here in Europe. Maybe they only coach 1 day a week. I don't know. But what I'm saying is it's showing that the home to work life balance is a lot better based on these polls. I mean, for me, I'd jump on that in a heartbeat. I don't know about you guys. I would love to work a 4-day work week right now.
Right now.
I think all those numbers speak for themselves, man. The reason why it hasn't been done is something that Wall Raven has said for the last 10 years that him and I have been having fucking Thursday night porch conversations, is that society is built to keep you down, basically. It's built to keep you from being able to create changes in the societal structure. So if you now have 3 days off, you got time. You got time to change the world. So that would be the only reason why they would keep from doing it, especially seeing that productivity increase the way that it did.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Here in America, we're very greedy companies. So they work us 5 days a week, sometimes even 6 days a week, because they want to continue making more and more and more. But here it shows that your employees are going to put forth more of an effort at work, and the revenue is going to increase on a 4-day work week. So are we doing it the right way here? I mean, it doesn't sound like it to me. It sounds like we got to kind of ass backwards here in America when Europe is doing 4-day work weeks. There are countries out there that have 2-hour lunch breaks. In China, they let you take a nap for 3 hours during your workday. They have cots in the offices that you can go and sleep. So what are we doing wrong here?
America's been behind the 8 ball with that type of stuff for decades, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it kind of like in most European countries, it's mandatory you take like a damn month off vacation?
Something like that. Yeah.
They have so many different things that they do over there. I've heard where they have a nanny come in for the first 9 months paid by the government to help with childcare. I've heard, if you work an extra day, you get like 2 extra days vacations, and most of the places over there were already working 4 day a weeks.
Mhm.
And they were only working 8-hour days. They're not working, 10, 12-hour days like we do over here. So if it's been going on for years and we're just now doing a study on it and we're seeing those results, why is it taking so long for America to catch on?
I don't know.
Or is it by design?
It's
All
by
about
design. They want to take us down. That's exactly what Toby said.
the OJs made a song about it back in the 70s.
I can tell you here. I can tell you here. The UK, they pay 28 days of vacation time. 28 days of vacation time a year. I mean, that calculates to what, 5.5 weeks of vacation. Most companies only give you 2 weeks. I don't know. What are we doing wrong here? What are we doing wrong? Why can't we have this type of
Well, it's
thing
not
happen?
what we are doing wrong. It's what the
Corporations.
Yeah, we did shit wrong. Me and Jay had all the ideas on the porch with a bunch of
Yeah,
fucking liquor in us.
we had it all figured out, man. Like, we're not doing
Hear the
anything
story.
wrong.
was
I mean, we
listening
got to
at the
figure it out.
goddamn
What's the story?
mosquito.
I mean,
We're
what's your
the
solution?
robots. We're the robots that just go and do what we're told to do. I mean, when I signed my letter, to accept my job offer, it gave me a salary. It didn't say I was going to be working 10-hour days, 12-hour days,
To
but
the point now,
I worked
it's
10, 12-hour days, so
and to the point now, you don't even think, you don't think nothing of it. If you calculate the time that you wake up in the morning and drive to work and the time that you get back home, you probably put in about 14 hours every day.
down there.
Yeah, probably close to it. I mean, and I think that's the normal American. I mean, we're so rushed in the mornings, or just throughout our day. I mean, we have to wake up in the morning. We don't even get a good breakfast, right? Everybody out in the UK, they're getting their breakfast. They're spending time with their family. They're seeing their kids off to school. I don't see my kids off to school. You got to wake up, don't get a good breakfast, got to rush into work. Then we work for 10 hours. All right, barely get a lunch. Then by the time I get home, I'm tired, right? I'm not interested in
fucking podcast.
I got to do a podcast, but I'm not interested in going out and coaching a football game or coaching my kids and stuff like that. I want to go home and I want to relax, and it's hard to find that balance here when they work us so hard at our corporation or any corporation, not just our corporation.
I believe it depends on the color of your collar.
Depends on the color of your collar or color?
Yeah, the color of your collar.
Collar, okay.
Because
White or blue.
I was wondering where you were going with that one.
Because even though theoretically we all on this podcast are white collar, but we manage blue collar employees. So we have to live a blue collar lifestyle. Even though, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Because there was a time that I was in the same industry that I had a white collar position and I took my kids to school. I coached football every afternoon, didn't miss it because I was able to start my work day at 9 and be back home at 4, 5 the latest.
When he was on the back of a truck.
I wasn't on the back of a truck. I was in sales when I was in sales.
Well, salespeople have a different lifestyle than what most people have. Don't you think?
Yeah,
I mean, they have a different lifestyle.
I mean, they schedules.
Yeah, they set their own schedules. They can do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't have that lifestyle. We're operations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say theoretically we're white collar, but we do blue collar shit because we have to, because of the job that we have and the side of the business we're on. We're on the operation side.
Man, all I know is, man, by the time I get home on Friday, especially if I'm opening, I'm going to bed probably by 9 o'clock. I get up Saturday morning, I mow my yard. I get done mowing my yard, and it's in 115-degree heat.
I see a number, dog. I ain't cutting it, Gary.
I don't feel like doing anything after that. So then Sundays, it's like, man, the only thing I want to do is just chill, relax, and try to relax to get ready for work the next day. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're opening, you're going to bed early.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah,
I
I,
ain't
I,
got time to go
it's
out
a-
and protest and picket.
who has time for that? Who has time to do half the things that everybody's doing out there? All the marching and the protesting. Who has time? I'm too tired for that stuff. I'm seriously too tired to do any of that stuff. Anybody here want to go out and protest?
Man, hell no. I'm telling you, just like I just said, I try my best to maximize my Friday night. I don't hang out late, but I try to stay up Friday night to like 11. And that's late because we're up 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
God damn, pop.
Well, yeah, I try to push it. I try to push it to about 11, 12 o'clock on a Friday as well. But sometimes I find myself out on the back porch with a cigar in my hand, sleeping.
Sleep. That's me.
On the patio. On the
That's
patio
me.
by myself.
Every Friday night, I take my first nap on the patio. That's the shit. Let me go to bed.
I got bears walking around my neighborhood and everything like that, and I'm out there passed out, completely passed out. So what do you guys think? You guys tell us in the chat if you want to chat with us. We are live. You can chat with us if you want to, if you're listening, hanging out with us tonight. I see we have a few listeners, so go ahead and chat with us. Let us know what you think. You want a 4-day work week or you want to keep it at 5? So check this out. Oklahoma, my friends. Oklahoma. They're stirring the pot, man. They're stirring the pot. So check this out. Teachers from California and New York who want to work in Oklahoma public schools are required to pass a certification test to prove that they share the state's conservative political views. So basically, what they're saying is that they want these teachers to come to Oklahoma and not teach our kids this commie stuff from New York and California. They don't want to put all this Dems and far left stuff into our kids' heads in California. They're like, no. We don't want you guys here. We want you to teach our way and the way we think. Is that legal? Can you tell somebody, hey, you can't come to my state unless you teach the way I want you to teach?
I'm gonna tell you the reason I don't like it, but I know why they're doing it, because they're not there. I guess there's a shortage of educators in the state of Oklahoma, and they're offering up to $50,000 if a teacher want to relocate to the state of Oklahoma and teach. But you gotta be 100% red. I'm sorry, 100% blue. You gotta be 100% blue.
You got to be 100% blue.
Yeah.
Wait, blue collar?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't know
you
about
got to be
color.
red. You're saying
I'm colorblind. Yeah, you got to be 100% red.
Yeah, because that dusty ass fucking state is as red as it gets.
Yeah, you got to be 100% red. They in one of the articles I read, they said one of the questions on the test is, or one of the things you have to admit that you think that Trump was cheated out of the 2020 election.
Yeah, this is a crock of shit. They shouldn't be doing this shit, man, because first of all, it's illegal to discriminate based on one's political, religious views. You just can't do it.
But they're not saying that they're doing that, right? I mean, can you discriminate against the state that you're from?
I mean, if you're telling me that if I didn't think that Trump was cheated in 2020, then I can't teach the kids in your classroom. That's as retarded as saying if you didn't vote for Kamala Harris, you can't teach in the classroom in California.
Yeah, that's correct.
Fucking stupid. Like you can't do that, man. Well, Raven, give me something, man. Let me argue with you about this.
Well, before you get into that argument, check this out. Oklahoma is offering teachers teaching bonuses that go up to $50,000 to attract teachers from across the nation. However, if you come from California or New York, you must take the certification test.
So it's not everybody, just those 2 states if you're coming from?
Just the 2 states. That's what the story says. And
so you telling me that
USA, this is what USA Today says on this article.
So you telling me Oklahoma could be missing out on one of the best teaching minds, can save 1,000 kids a decade just by their way they teach, but because they think Democratic or liberal, they can't come to Oklahoma?
That's correct.
Like, let's say it was Mr. Cooper, right? You remember hanging with Mr.
Hey,
Cooper?
goddamn right, Mr.
If
Cooper.
it was Mr. Cooper and he was trying to come to Oklahoma for that $50,000 bonus, and how are you going to shit on Mr. Cooper, man? You know he voted for Kamala, and it's cool. He's a good teacher. Let that shit ride.
Wally, what you got? What you got?
Logan's real fucking quiet over there.
Yeah,
I know. What you got? What you got?
You didn't see the way he replied when we talked about this on the text this weekend. So go ahead, Wally.
Let's get it. Let's get.
I see both sides of it. I mean, who the hell wants them, teaching our kids about, transvestites and, do you want to be trans and, some of these other, things that they believe in is, but at the same time, man, you should be able to regulate that through your schools where it's not allowed. So anybody can come to the state and actually teach. So, I mean,
that's the whole point though. Like what you're saying is the correct way. You just regulate your curriculum and classroom protocol. Like
right.
We aren't going to have, if it's a big deal to your state government, we're not going to talk about all the LGBTQ shit in our classrooms. That is for people to talk about in their homes with their parents. Regulate it that way. You don't have to say because you have blue hair and you voted for fucking Hillary in 16
exactly.
and Kamala in 20, you're out.
And I don't see where that's a problem because we did talk about that shit when we was in school. We knew it existed, but we never discussed it once in the class.
It didn't exist nearly the way it exists now.
I don't think I ever knew who any of my teachers voted for.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't have a clue who my teachers.
It's definitely
I really didn't
more,
care, to be honest with you, either.
It's more of a topic. Well, maybe I don't know. Is it more of a topic because we're older and we pay attention to that shit more? Now, or is it in the mainstream? Is it something that is everybody is talking about and it is popular to talk about politics? So who knows if kids are paying attention to it or not? But
are they talking politics in high school now? And I'm assuming it's high school because you can't get a 10-year-old and talk politics. They don't even know yet. They still try to learn.
No, but when you get into high school and stuff, and even maybe middle school to a certain degree,
it starts in middle school. Yeah,
I can tell you. I can tell you from having high schoolers. Yes, they do talk politics in high school. Because my kids like to come home and argue with me because they just learned something brand new and they want to argue with me. And I'm like, no, that's not the way it works. But okay. So, yeah, they do talk politics in high school. The teachers talk to them. The kids talk amongst themselves. They develop their own decisions. Most of the time, the decisions that they have are based on what they are being taught by the teacher. I could tell which teachers my children have that may vote more to the left than to the right based on things that they say to me. So they're being influenced by their teachers rather than being, talked to by their parents or learning for real what really goes on out there in politics.
That's interesting because I never thought about it until Toby just said it. Throughout school, and like you said, we probably didn't start paying attention to politics probably to maybe 7th, 8th grade, and I still can tell you, and majority of my teachers were black. So now that hindsight 2020, I probably know which way they went. But they never brought it up.
I didn't care about no politics until I was probably maybe 12th grade, maybe outside of school.
Senior year.
I didn't care.
Senior year when they came and they made everybody register to vote in economics class, and that's pretty much when you start getting a lesson on Democrat, Republican. Your senior year. Do
you guys remember your first time going and voting for a president or for anything?
I voted for Clinton.
You voted for Clinton?
First president I voted for was Clinton.
Okay.
I can't remember if I voted for second Bush or Obama was my first. I can't remember.
The first Clinton first term was my first time voting for president.
My first president was Obama, and then realizing that was probably a mistake, even though that I'm sure my one merely vote wouldn't have made a difference. Who did you vote for? Do you remember, Toby?
I think the first one was Bush 2, the first time around. I think. But
you see, so how important is it to us or children if We can't even remember who we voted for. Are they that like
Did I vote
locked
I might
in?
have voted for Gore that first time around. Honestly, it's very possible.
The guy who invented the internet. Okay.
Well, that's why. I mean, look at where we are today. AI
Thank you,
and
Gore.
fucking robots.
Thank you, Gore. I know
I just
for a
don't-
fact because I walked. I didn't have a car at the time. I walked about 12 blocks to a park. It was Charles Hatley Park down in Miami. I don't know if you remember Charles Hatley Park.
I do.
Jay. That's where I
do.
voted for. I cast my first presidential election vote. November of 91.
October of 91?
No, November, Super Tuesday
November. I was about to say, yeah.
of 1991.
I know for sure I voted for Bush 2 the second time, and I regretted that very quickly. I know that for sure.
I just don't think that kids are locked in. That like we can't even remember who we voted for. I think if it was that big of a deal when we're 18 or 22, whatever that 4-year gap is to vote for your next president, I think that you would remember if it was a big deal. I think.
All right, so what is Oklahoma trying to keep out? Is they're not trying to keep out the politics? What are they trying to keep out?
That's exactly what they're keeping out. They're trying to keep
No,
the
they're not-
Democratic mindset.
The Democratic mindset. That's exactly what they're trying to keep out of there.
Yeah, I think
You know,
that's a fucking strategically poor move because all that's going to do is fire people up. It's going to wind up in courtrooms and it's going to make them look worse and it's going to give people more reasons to vote for the other team.
I mean, the Supreme Court has to not allow that to happen. I mean, if it goes that far.
No, that shit is mandated already. They're already doing it.
Oh yeah, they're already doing it. It says here a lot of the credit goes to Gavin Newsom, says the governor of Oklahoma, Walters. He alleges that California, under the governor, has implemented lessons on gender theory, which is not welcome or allowed in Oklahoma schools. So,
Okay, well, if it's not welcome or allowed, what difference does it make?
Right.
If the teacher comes in and does it, fucking fire him.
Exactly.
I agree. Fire him.
I mean,
I don't know that we should be giving tests out to people. I mean, you could have the number one teacher that works in New York City, and now they get rejected from Oklahoma on a $50,000 bonus or whatever it may be, just because they're from New York.
Yeah.
Just because
So you're trying to say Mr. Carter couldn't go to Oklahoma and teach?
Mr. Carter could not go to Oklahoma. No,
That's an old joke.
let's see here. Requires that public school lessons across the state says here in California passed a law in 2016 requires public school lessons across the state must be inclusive to LGBTQ students and same-sex relationships, and teachers and students about their gender expression, gender identity, and explore the harm of negativity, gender stereotypes, and about all sexual orientations and what LGBTQ means.
There's not even a reason to talk about men and women being together in school other than the simple fact of biology, which is you're explaining how you make a fucking baby, right? Fucking sperm and zygotes and all this shit. Like that makes sense to talk about, but there's no reason to talk about
that's a
homosexual
problem,
sex in general because it's not doing anything.
But that's what's happening in the schools in New York and California is they are talking about this in schools. And that's the problem. And
you don't need to talk about any of it.
Exactly. No, you don't. It shouldn't even be in.
God damn! If somebody in the chat that went to school with me that's on there, I believe they taught us about homosexuality my senior year, and it was called a health class, and it was basically sex education, but they didn't label it sex education.
So this was in the late 80s, early 2000s, if I remember correctly, right? That you're talking late 80s, early 90s. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. So that was around the same time as the AIDS epidemic. So they were talking about, hey, if you're going in this way, you need to rubber that shit up.
Right. They gave us rubbers in the class.
Yeah, they did. I remember that. So they're using.
If you're a senior though, man, you're usually. I mean, you're at that age that's not a topic that you can't handle. When you're in middle school, even elementary school. Man,
I get that.
You're talking about these type of things. That's there's no reason for it to even be in schools.
Well,
I get that.
That's the big point. You don't want to start getting these kids thinking all this shit when they're 6. But when
that's what's happening.
When you're
it is
right,
it is. My kids know more than I did at their age, at a young age, than I did at their age.
But credit a lot of that to the internet too, though. Internet, social media have our kids are far more engaged in shit that we never knew about at a younger age now. So it's more than just
Yeah.
at school.
Yeah, the internet, TikTok, social
I
media.
understand, and that's another reason why it shouldn't even be brought up in school, because they're going to get it on their own on the internet if they want to. If they want to, find out about sex or any of that stuff.
Mhm.
But let them naturally do that on their own for their own, um, you know, trying to figure themselves out as they're growing, not have it talked about in
Forced.
schools and teachers talking about it is ridiculous. And look, Oklahoma, I understand what they're trying to do. They're going about it the wrong way. Like I said, like we talked about it, just regulate it, make sure it's not part of your teaching program. And if it is, then fire them. Once again, why can't Republicans and Democrats get along? Why can't we?
Especially
You know
for
what
the
I'm saying?
kids. For the kids, dog. For the kids.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Trick got to be mad
Trick-
somewhere.
Trick love
So I'm reading this article a little bit deeper here. It says a nonprofit conservative media company, PagerU, is helping Oklahoma State Department of Education develop the test. They're also working on curriculum changes. The new curriculum also teaches and contests the theory that COVID-19 emerged from a lab leak and removed a prior proposal for lessons about George Floyd's murder and the Black Lives Matter to be removed from a school curriculum in Oklahoma. The same people that are building the test are building this new curriculum that excludes LGBTQ, COVID-19, George Floyd, and other curriculums that's being taught outside.
If that's what they want to do, if that's the curriculum that they want to have out there, and parents can't fight it or whatever, and that's the way it's going to be, or maybe even the parents like it out there. And
I've never been to Oklahoma.
If you don't want to teach that curriculum, then don't apply to go to Oklahoma, I guess.
I just don't remember.
And you're from California or New York, lie on the fucking test so you get hired. What the fuck, man?
Get your 50 G's and move on.
I just don't remember in grade school this being such a big deal. Like I remember, you learned arithmetic, you learned English, you learned science and how to do that kind of stuff. I mean, at what point did they involve LGBTQ, COVID-19, George Floyd's murder? I mean, how does that have to do?
Like COVID-19, it changed the world, so it should be in the history books.
Perhaps,
right? But we didn't have the internet. We didn't have, with the things that are happening these days. We damn sure didn't have going on. So when things like George Floyd happened, yeah, you would hear about it, but you wouldn't see videos of it.
Yeah, you wouldn't know in detail exactly how it happened.
Exactly. Now everything happens so fast and things like that. But at the same time, the left went extremely left with this alphabet people and
the alphabet people.
Well, it's LGBTQLX.
Too many letters, man. Every couple of years they add another vowel. They add another vowel every couple of years.
Yeah, it's actually LGBTQ plus. So it's like having Disney Plus or something like that, I think.
Yeah, some shit like that. So, but anyways, they went so far left, the last 4 years, and allowing them to have trans beauty contests in front of 8-year-olds and little kids and stuff like that, where they're doing these shows out in these like parks and stuff. And then it moved into teaching, in the classrooms. You've got teachers dressing up as trans going to teach kids.
What? Really?
Yeah. So when you allow that to happen, man,
there's got to be boundaries. There has to be boundaries.
And so
regardless, and I'm not bashing on the LGBTQ community. We're all jokes here. That's why we're called the Trash Talkers. But at the end of the day, there's got to be some boundaries. There's got to be boundaries. We can't be teaching our kids. We cannot be teaching our kids this stuff.
Look, I don't give a damn what somebody does in their bedrooms. Hey, whatever, have at it. Hell,
about it.
I could hang out with, the alphabet people. They're cool people. But when you start trying to influence kids to join your alphabet community,
Yeah, it's kind of like
yeah,
recruiting, right?
yeah, I mean, there's no call for it. They're naturally going to do it or they're not. I mean, so why are we talking about an
I
elementary
think
school? Why
I
are we
think kids
talking
are
to kids? Why are we
easier to be
influencing them?
brainwashed. They don't get the opportunity to make the decision
Dude,
whether
was you
they
thinking
want to
about
be an
if you were gay
LGBTQ
or,
community or not.
I mean,
They're just
were
forced
you,
into it.
I don't know.
I think
Complicated,
If
man.
it,
It's complicated because you have a lot of kids that, especially nowadays, man, it's way beyond when we were kids and you had the fucking kids wearing black lipstick that were the outsiders that were the goth
Goth people.
kids or
The
whatever
goth
the
people.
fuck.
Yeah.
Now I mean, you got to look at the rates of I hate to say it, but mental illness in general, all these different things. People are very different 30 years after we were in school.
that's a
So
whole nother topic about that
these
mental
kids are
illness.
looking to fit in somewhere, and when you're bringing these ideas and creating these little sub cliques, it draws them into it because they get accepted into these little places. So it's deeper than a surface level problem. The rule is kind of like we just said: do whatever the fuck you want. You just can't recruit, dog. They got to be at least 16, 17 before we start the recruiting.
They got to
Let's
be able
make
to
it
make
like
their
college
own
football.
decision.
You don't get recruited until you're in your upper years of high school.
Exactly, because
They-
under the age of 16, they're very vulnerable, man.
Yeah.
if you can spin it to a way that attracts their interest, you got them.
I would say I would even challenge that 16 is still pretty vulnerable,
And
I
that's
would
that.
say 18, 19. What was that?
Oh.
I would say 18 would
Listen.
be I mean, I don't know. I feel like
Now
16 is
granted, and I think I gotta say this.
You're good.
Now, I gotta say this. I pretty much I think everybody on this show gonna agree. I knew which direction I was going at by 7.
Probably.
Yeah. I knew what was making me happy, the JC Penney's magazines and the Sears magazines.
7, 8 years old, I knew which direction I was headed.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I remember maybe, 6th grade, I'm trying to figure out how to see a naked woman or something like that. I knew what I was doing. You guys agree or no?
Yeah.
What's wrong, Toby?
The
Toby,
only
you
person
good?
I can hear is Keith.
You can only hear Keith.
Really?
Oh, man.
I can hear Keith.
Boy.
What we said, everybody agreed that at 6, 7, 8 years old, everybody knew what direction they was going. So
Valid.
So, Toby, you may have to log off and then relog back
Can't
in.
hear Jay though. I can't hear Jay or Wally.
Jay say log out and log back in and see that'll fix it.
That
See
might
y'all
be
in a minute.
All right, we'll see you in a minute. While he's logging off, tell us what you think of the chat. Is Oklahoma doing the right thing? Are they doing the wrong thing? Or tell us. We'd be interested to hear what you think about what Oklahoma's doing out there. You boys ever called 911 before in your entire life?
I try not to.
Ever? Well, not once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flavor Flav made a song about it.
Flavor Flav made a song about it called 911.
911 is a joke. So that's why I try not to.
I've called 911 once or twice. Spoke to a person, say, "Hey, what's going on? I have this emergency. Need the police or need the ambulance or whatever it may be." Right? I think
I got a good 911 story. Yeah, and I know where you're going. And I have a really good 911 story.
All right. Well, check this out.
But damn, how many Tobys we have now?
I know we got 2 Tobys. Volusia County.
He's a clone.
Volusia County is.
Man, I legit still can't hear anybody with Keith.
That's
you
AI.
can't hear anybody,
Oh, there's Wall Raven.
What's happening?
but you can't hear
What's up?
me.
Don't hear Jay.
But you can hear me now?
Yeah, I hear Keith and Wall Raven.
So I'm the only person he can't hear for some reason.
Jay, play with it. Because you're the only one that can mute and unmute people. Play with
Let's
this
see.
stuff.
I'm going to mute. All right. So now ask to unmute and let's see what happens here. Look at this. Technical difficulties on our first show. All right. Can you hear us now?
I'm here.
I hear you clear as day.
Wow.
Clear as day.
You still don't hear Jay?
Nope. I see him talking. This is really bad podcasting. We do apologize to everybody.
Yeah, we do. Technical difficulties on our first Wednesday night show.
What's up with that second stream, Toby?
Yeah, you got two streams up here.
Idea.
But maybe if you log off with that other one, perhaps. Look at this, man. We just.
He said maybe if you log off that second stream.
Now he's frozen.
That's that damn Troy, Alabama internet.
Yeah, that's that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
the
could be,
horrible
but
internet in
I'm hearing a
Alabama.
lot of y'all. I just ain't hearing all of y'all.
Bad internet in
I hear Wall Raven and I hear Keith.
Alabama, but you can't hear
That's
me.
weird.
That is weird.
because we hear.
Oh, you got
Nope, we got rid of the one, but now
you
we're
got rid of the other screen.
all right. Now, can you hear? Nope, he can't hear me.
That's pretty wild, man.
Can you read lips?
Do you see the words that's coming out of his mouth?
All right. Well, I mean, I'm not sure where we're going to go with this one, but I do want to talk about this real quick. So we all call 911.
I mean, we got about 20 minutes until sports, and Jay, you ain't gonna be talking once we start talking sports. So
yeah. So I'll let me go at it. Yeah, let me go at it. Yeah, no, let me have my 20 minutes left. All right.
Hey, Toby, when you'll catch on when he asks how we reply, so you'll know how to reply.
Yeah,
all right.
I figure I'll wing it, boys.
Yeah, we've been improvised. Let's go.
All right, so we all call 911 once in our lives, right? Volusia County, check this out.
Can Jay hear me though?
Yes, I can hear you just fine. I can hear you.
Did we determine if Jay could hear me?
Yeah, Jay can hear you.
I can hear you.
He hear you very, very well.
All right, then let's roll.
All right. 15 minutes of the show, Toby can't hear. All right. Volusia County is implementing an AI assistant named Ava to handle 911 calls, freeing up dispatchers to focus on emergencies. Ava, developed will gather basic information from callers and route calls to dispatchers for further processing. Are we okay with AI answering 911 calls and non-emergency calls for us?
Hell no. What you say, Wally? I'm gonna let you go with this.
Repeat that.
Are you okay with AI?
Are we okay with having AI
AI
robots answering 911 calls when you have an emergency?
I mean, AI is taking over everything, man. I mean, we've already talked about it. That's why I was looking at my phone. I heard I think this week, China's got the robotic Olympics going on.
It's this week.
They do.
You know, so AI is taking over, man. AI is the brain and the heart of the machines.
But are we okay?
Once when those two come together, we're all fucked.
But are we okay? Like, I don't know that. So Keith during our pre-show talked about how perhaps women call and 911. Is that AI going to be able to assist? You know, that person having a baby.
Yeah, we hear that story. What, once every 5 years?
That motherfucker will sit there and look up how to have a baby. That bitch will sit there and spit that shit right back out. Bam. Breathe a certain way, push a certain way, open your legs a certain way. Here comes the baby.
Well, what about the story? What about the story about the lady that was in distress and called 911, ordering a pizza? Would AI realize that it's asking for help?
What do you mean? As soon as he hears the word pizza, he'd be like, "Are you trying to
order a pizza?"
Yeah.
So is AI going to help? So it's kind of like this.
Yeah.
This happened a couple years ago.
There's going to be glitches, dude. But AI shit. You ask AI right now on Chat GPT or whatever the fuck it's called to spit out something that you're trying to write, and it tells you exactly what to write. It'll probably tell you how to fix something. I mean, it's shit.
Well, I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that. But
they got certain programs now that you just put in the stock information and Chat GPT, and it will tell you what stocks are going to be rising and falling within the next couple of months, and what you should be investing in.
Yeah,
AI is, and now you don't have to worry about somebody working at 2 o'clock in the morning, falling half asleep, where they, you know.
I think Toby's having a hurricane over there.
Dude, you just came back.
I'm here.
Wow. Okay, look at us, man.
All right, we're back at it. We're back at it.
We pushed through that, man. We pushed through that, man.
Toby turned you off.
No,
we
I
were-
can't turn him off. I was just going through all the settings. There's nothing I can do to silence that motherfucker, although sometimes I wouldn't mind doing it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You're not the first person.
Whatever you
Just
did
kidding,
while
buddy.
you was whatever you did, remember that about the AC you asked us about in the pre-meeting, in the pre-show? We heard the AC while you were playing with it, and now we don't hear it anymore.
Yeah.
It was wide open while you were playing with the settings.
We could hear that AC like there was nobody's business on that one. It was. I was like, "What's going on here?" You got a
I'm
hurricane going over
just
there.
about to shoot you a text.
All right, so we're back. And I was struggling a little bit here, Toby. All right, I was saying that Volusia County is Wally's face. I was saying that Volusia County is implementing AI to answer non-emergency and 911 calls, freeing up dispatchers. The AI will gather basic information and route the call to the proper dispatcher for further processing. Do we want AI answering our 911 calls? I don't know that I want to.
I've heard some videos of some of them AI motherfuckers sounding like they work at Popeyes. Like, what the fuck you want? Chicken or chicken? Hurry the fuck up. Like, it kind of sounds like that. Like, so I don't think it can be much worse than the current system. But y'all tell me.
Well, I mean, if you're calling 911 for an emergency, do you want the robot to say, hi, and misunderstand what you're saying? You're saying, hey, I'm having a baby, and it thinks that you're ordering Taco Bell? You know, I mean, computers don't always figure things out.
Man,
well, I mean, how many times have you called are called and wound up in one of those voice messaging system ordeals where it's like, the voice activated stuff and they can't hear what you're saying and they ask you the same
That's
question
my point.
17 times in between the time your baby just died. It got choked by the umbilical cord.
When I call my bank and that person can't understand me, I start yelling at my phone. Are we going to start yelling at the 911 operator or the AI operator?
Please say it again. I have a success story with 911. My youngest son, when he was, my God, maybe 2 years old, it was right after Hurricane Charlie. So Hurricane Charlie was 2005. Yes, he was born 2002. So I was sick. I had food poison or something. I don't know. Something. I was sick. I was on the sofa asleep. I just drove a roll-off truck all day. I made it through the day, squirting and vomiting, and came home.
I was wondering what you meant when you said squirting. I'm like, what? What? He's squirting? What's going on here?
I made it through the day, squirting and vomiting, laid on the sofa, and this little bastard jumped up on the bed. I was living in an apartment complex at the time, and because it was feeling good, because it was like a week or two after that Charlie, we had the windows open and some bitch went right through the screen. He went right through the screen all the way to the second floor. And 911 talked me through it, till the helicopter got there. Because he was so young, they really couldn't say what was wrong with him. They airlifted him to Winnie Palmer.
Well, I mean, I think, but you're talking to a human being. Do you think you would have had the same reaction if you were talking to a robot?
I don't think so.
That's my question. I mean, are we gonna have situations like Toby just said, where you're screaming at the phone, saying, I have an emergency, and it says to you back, hey, we don't take orders for Uber. You know what I mean? Because it's hearing something different. Please repeat your address. Please. Oh, press 1. Go back to 1. I mean, is that what's going to happen?
God, I hope we're smart. I hope we're. I mean, I live in Volusia County, so I hope they're smart enough to have a program that's not. That is, smart enough to not let that happen. I mean, if it does, then I would imagine it won't last very long. They'll end up having to pull the plug on it and.
Well, you live in
human dispatchers.
You live in Volusia County. Let's hope that you never have to experience an AI and have an emergency, right?
Well, that's very true. I mean,
Toby, you live in Volusia too, right?
I do.
Boy.
If it happens, I'm hoping that we've got the right people in the right position.
I don't trust it, brother. I don't trust it. I need a human being.
What do you do? Oh, fuck! I got AI. Click. I mean, what are you gonna do? Man?
I need a human being. How many movies have we seen?
Maybe I'll get a human this time.
How many movies, and I know it's all Hollywood, but shit can't happen. How many movies have we seen when somebody called 911 and say, I'm about to jump off this building? And the 911 operator talked them down. AI don't give a shit.
Jump. Or what about the times where you're trying to call AI and you get that AI and it just doesn't understand a damn word that you're saying to you? I mean, your name, and you're gonna end up dead
but
and
we're
being
also
killed.
we're missing the bigger picture here though. Once again, what's the purpose of putting in the AI system is to do what?
Eliminate
Take
jobs,
jobs.
save money,
Reduce the amount of dispatchers. So
and
once
Reduce.
save.
again, you, fucking people losing jobs again. How is this? Are they trying to force us to rely on the government?
Yes.
They trying us to force something. I'm not
You
gonna
know what I'm
Yes.
say the
saying?
government, but
Like
something.
so where do those people now go for job? It's just one of those things, man. Like it just doesn't make sense, and we're heading down this path, man. And I'll say it every week. We're
Now, I would say they probably can use AI to weed some of those people out, like Toby said earlier, about like some of the 911 operators do sound like you in the damn Popeyes drive-through.
All right. So let's go ahead and move on. Getting close to our sports section. So let us know what you think about AI answering 911 calls. Before we get to sports, I want to talk about something kind of interesting. Not this. That's absolutely the wrong song. This is the song I wanted. What do you guys think about the Donald Trump takeover in Washington, D.C.? Did that takeover work? And is he going to do it in other cities? Because the poll says here that they are very unhappy. 76% of people are unhappy with the fact that Donald Trump came in there and did that and thinks it's not going to work. I am going to sit back and watch the two of you go.
I'm going to go ahead and jump on this one real quick because I had to delete a Facebook thread over this. I legit did. The block got hot as fuck, fast as fuck. Every 4 years, when the election rolls around, the Democratic Party loves to stir up all the shit about how black people are treated horribly. I'm not here to say they aren't. What I'm here to say is they always say, we're here to help you. We're here to save you. We're here to do this. They get into office and then they don't do shit. They come out. There was a whole Black Lives Matter campaign because white cops were being pieces of shit, killing black people. Unfortunate. I was there for that. I agreed with it. But at the end of the day, you're going to tell me those particular lives matter, but the rest of the lives in these cities don't. That's
All lives
fucking
matter.
weird as fuck to me. In these urban communities, right? Children are having to walk to school. Mothers who are taking care of those children are working multiple jobs. They're having to leave their kids at home that are 13, 14 years old, can't supervise them. And nobody wants these kids to be protected once somebody actually steps up to try to do it. That's fucking weird to me, man.
But I don't understand where. I mean, if we're going to go down this road, uh,
Go.
you know, they
Trying to stir you up, man.
dude. So I don't understand the black community when it comes to this, man. Al Sharpton and those guys, man, they show up when a white person shoots a black person, right? But every day in the black communities, there's more black on black crime. Babies are being shot and killed in Chicago, New York, in
Baltimore.
these Baltimore, these democratic cities. Why aren't they stepping up? Why aren't they trying to make a change then? You know what I'm saying? And Al Sharpton and them and should be on the TV screen every day, just not when a white person kills a black person. Um, the Democratic Party sits there and says that they are for them, but just like Toby said, every time when they get in office, there's never a big change in the communities. You talk about you talk about taking the police force, defunding the police. Who does that hurt?
The
It hurts the
community.
it hurts the communities, but it especially hurts the black communities because that's where a lot of unfortunately that's where a lot of the things. And I'm not sitting there saying there aren't white people in those communities either. The lower income communities. I should probably phrase it that way. Yes, a better way to phrase it because there are a lot of white people that are in these areas right now. Back in the day, it was probably predominantly the hood. Now it's basically a melting pot because there are so many poor people and unfortunately in these lower income areas they don't support. If you defund the police when what happens when something is happening when you need the police? There not as many there to be able to react and help out.
The
I just
AI
don't understand
dispatch,
it.
the AI dispatch is going to try to find somebody.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. Like, so I I think what happened. I think it probably needed to be it needed to happen. Trump needed to step in. You hear a lot of people that were complaining about the crime in DC. Um, Unfortunately, it's, I guess, a Democratic, city. But hell, I would hope that if um a city that was being ran by a Republican government, um city council, and they had a lot of high crime, I hope Trump would step in there and try and fix what he can there. So I
On that
mean,
Facebook thread that I posted, every liberal fucking person that I know attacked me by saying the crime rates are down in DC.
that's because
And I
they've
was
already
like,
came.
they're down in DC. So I quickly went to ChatGPT and saw that the murder rate in DC is 27 per 100,000 people. So 27 people per 100,000. So then I Googled or also ChatGPT'd the average suburban murder rate, and it's 5 to 27. So like you're over here telling me the crime rates are down, but what about those other 22 people that are getting killed every fucking year? Like, do we not care about them? That's why I brought up the Black Lives Matter part of it, was because I give a fuck about those 22 people too, not just the people that got killed by the cop. Like, I care about the people that got killed, the little 14-year-old that was walking across the street and someone carjacked and got shot inadvertently. I give a shit about that kid. So for me, I don't want that kid to get shot. So for you coming at me telling me, well, the crime rates are down, it's offensive to me, honestly. And I'm white and I'm offended by it. So I don't understand where
Yeah,
the disconnect is, where you don't want that to stop happening. Because you
the
don't want Trump to be the one that stops it? Is that the
exactly.
reality of it?
That's
It's because of Trump. That's what it boils down to.
It's just like the immigration. Why do you not want to stop immigration? Why once again, anything that Trump does, they go against it. It doesn't, and that's the thing I don't even understand either. No matter how ridiculous it is or sounds, they'll still stick to it because it goes against what Trump wants to do. Like I don't understand any of it.
Look, Obama's ass was in there for 8 years. He didn't stop shit. But I promise you right now, if he would have gone in and done the same thing, the entire far left portion of the voting bracket in America would have fucking championed that shit on like it was fucking.
And vice versa. Though the far right would have said,
You're right.
You're
100% right.
It's just the way human nature is. You don't give a damn who's the leader. There's never going to be one leader, especially in the United States, that's going to please everybody.
Well, the thing about you going back to what Toby said about the statistics are down. Well, they found some I think it was a police chief, man, that was altering the numbers, that were changing the numbers, that wasn't accurately reporting the numbers and accurately um uh marking down the number of deaths and stuff
In DC?
Yeah, in DC. That's why it looks like the percentage of the crime has gone down, is because there's somebody, I forgot what the fuck they call it too, man. Something with the numbers,
tampering,
juggling with the number. Well, it's tampering, but it's juggling the numbers, some shit like that. But
I have a really good friend that live in DC, and I tell you for a fact, traffic is bad. Not traffic. I'm sorry, crime is awful.
I was about to say, I don't remember doing a traffic report on.
No, I'm sorry. I have a really good friend in DC, man. He showed me videos of, because he drives a garbage truck, so he'll pop the brake and send me videos and stuff he's seeing on a daily basis.
According to ChatGPT, since the takeover, homicides have declined by 12%. Overall, violent crimes 26%. Property crimes by 5%. Total crime has declined by 8%. Carjackings have gone down by 87%, according to ChatGPT.
I saw a fucking video on Twitter of a black woman riding down the road, blasting her music with the windows down in DC, laughing her ass off, saying, "Look at me riding down the road in my car tonight, music blasting, and I don't have to worry about pulling up to this stoplight and getting my shit jacked." Why is that not cool? Like, I think that's fucking great for her.
I think so too. I mean,
Exactly.
I think, look, the way I see it is that we all want to live in a safe city, right? The government takes our money. The government takes our money. We pay it out of our paychecks, right? Don't we deserve to all live in a safe city? And now, like, we have a president that wants to step in and do something, and now it's a problem. Like, he's actually
right message, wrong messenger, man. That's what that's the bottom
that's where
line.
it boils.
They just
Bottom
don't
line.
wanna hear
Bottom
from
line.
that messenger.
The government takes our money for years, and we don't fight them for it. We don't argue about it. We don't even give it to them. They take it from us. And if you don't, and if you fight them or if you don't give it to them, you go to jail. You go to jail. So why can't I live, or everybody for that matter, live in a safe neighborhood?
Now, I'll self-admit I don't know much about this topic. It's kind of like a Trump overload. So some things I listen to, some things I don't.
Fair.
So, so I didn't attach to this one. But the one thing that I did hear similar to this topic is when he also announced that he was going to, take control of DC, he announced that he was going to push the homeless out, and I don't give a damn who's the president and, what side the table they're sitting on. I've been saying this since I was a kid because I have a soft spot in my heart for homeless people. Why can't we help the homeless instead of pushing them out? Each city, each president, each state, each governor, they all spend reckless amount of money on bullshit where they can give some of these homeless people a hot meal.
Well, the problem with the homeless situation is that these organizations come together and take all this money, and then they pay themselves, and they never clean up any of the problems. Like, there's organizations in California that did a bunch of that where they were paying themselves $375,000, and only 10% of the money was going towards the homelessness problem. But when Xi Jinping came to San Francisco, Gavin Newsom had them streets cleaner than a motherfucker and not a homeless person.
They sure did. They sure did. And people were walking around San Francisco going, wow, it is beautiful here. It smells good here. Look, there's no garbage on the ground. There's nobody begging for money. And then as soon as the world leaders left, what happened?
And 5 days later, you were playing hopscotch.
What happened?
Piles of shit down the sidewalk.
The same thing happened. The same thing happened in New Orleans right after the Super Bowl. Did you see how clean New Orleans was before the Super Bowl?
Oh, and I can tell you, New Orleans.
5 days later, you know what happened?
Piece of shit too.
It's the dirtiest city in the United States.
But it was the cleanest city for 5 days prior to the Super Bowl. Leading up to the Super Bowl, it was the cleanest city in the United States. 5 days after the Super Bowl, back to a toilet bowl. Back to a toilet bowl. What are we paying for? Like Toby said, that our nonprofit organizations, they're taking all the money and they're pocketing it. They're putting it in their own pocket.
Well, until we get to 4-day work weeks where we have the energy to go out and fight and make a change. I guess we're just
Wally, you need to start petitioning for that 4-day work week. All right.
Yeah,
before we move on to sports, we have one last story here that I have for you guys. It is
Please be Walmart.
Walmart.
Please be Walmart. Please be
Walmart. I know. Keith has been like this all day about Walmart. Walmart has recalled the Great Value shrimp after the FDA warns of a risk of radioactive contamination. How does Walmart shrimp get contaminated with radioactive material? All right. Unleash the beast.
Okay. Me and my wife had a debate about this last night because she is a Walmart shopper. I'm not. I'm a Publix guy. I'm a Publix and Sam's. And I know Sam's is owned by Walmart. Whatever. Okay, but it don't say fucking Walmart on the door. So, all right. But who the fuck is buying shrimp from Walmart, dude, dog? Who is buying Great Value shrimp?
Anybody here buying Great Value shrimp?
I don't eat none of that shit. I'm a non-seafood eating motherfucker, so y'all can get your radiation poisoning or whatever.
Listen. I don't eat that much seafood, but shrimp is one of the seafoods I do eat. And when I want seafood, I'm not buying it from the frozen section at Walmart.
That's a gamble. That's a gamble.
I think buying any type of meat at Walmart is a gamble. To be
The
honest,
day
with you,
after
whether it's
Christmas, man, I went to Dick's Sporting Goods and I saw this pretty white hoodie sitting there, and I grabbed it and I went to the counter, and the man looked at me and he said, "Man, that white hoodie's a bold fucking strategy, bro." Like knowing that the first time I wore it, and I did, first time I wore it, fucking coffee drips on it.
Done. Yeah.
It's
the way it
kind of
always
the same
happens.
thing as buying a white hoodie, eating that fucking
No.
from the frozen
It's
section
a-
of fucking
I don't even think it's 50-50, dog. It's like 40-60.
I'm not opposed to Walmart or Sam's. I am not opposed to them. All right, but one thing I will not buy there is meat, chicken, or any type of seafood. All
And
right,
listen-
I think you're just rolling the dice on having massive diarrhea the next day if you eat any of that meat. That's what I'm thinking. And now we can get radiation poisoning.
And when I heard the story last night about this, right? The news reported, they say, okay, you can get radiation poison. So Walmart is asking everybody to throw it away. I say, oh, hell no. The few people that I do know that went to Walmart to buy it, they ain't throwing that shit away. They finna fry it up.
Where
Yeah,
are
fried
they
up.
harvesting this shit from? Fucking 3 Mile Island or some shit? Like, what the
It doesn't say here in the story. I was going up and down.
Are they
Like
getting them next
how
to
does,
fucking that Mr. Burns power plant in the fucking Simpsons?
I think so. It came in. Some of the shrimp came in through the port of Miami. So did it fall in next to Turkey
shrimp-
Point or something?
The
I mean,
shrimp is glowing. The shrimp is glowing in the freezer.
God damn, son.
And so then they tell you to throw the shrimp away, right? And then what if your trash day is 6 days from when you throw it out? Do you know how stinky that's going to be?
That's why you got to move to Tiberias. We get 2 trash pickups a week, sir.
Yeah, well, I don't get two. Not everybody gets the double day, but still, just to have that smell in your garage or outside, attracting all kinds of animals. Now you have maggots involved, and now you have radioactive maggots because they ate all the damn shrimp.
Oh, Lord. Now you got radioactive flies because maggots turn to flies.
Yeah, and then they're going to spread around, and now radioactive everywhere. So why are we throwing the shrimp away? Just keep it in your freezer until garbage
Well,
day.
the tilapia that was swimming around there was eating the same shrimps, and now your tilapia is giving you
Ready-
cancer. All kinds.
Yeah, you got glowing
Tilapia.
tilapia.
Listen, I am the tilapia is a big deal to me. All right, tilapia is not a
all
real
you, dog.
fish.
You
It
like
is
that,
not
dog?
a real fish.
Oh,
It is
I
not a
thought-
real fish.
well, I thought you
You've
liked
never
it.
heard anybody go out and say,
Catch one.
"I caught a tilapia." They
I think
are
it's-
You should have seen the size of that tilapia.
I think it's
they
all-
are fake fish. They
I
are
think it's all
man-made fish
farm
in a
raised.
lab. They're a man-made fish in a lab. That's what they are.
Well, I've heard some real Bible carriers say that when Jesus fed all the people with like 1 fish and 2 loaves of bread, whatever, it was tilapia.
He probably made it, just like he turned the water into wine.
Jesus fish.
It's still a fish. It's a Jesus fish. That's what it is. It's a Jesus fish.
Man, I can't get over this though. They say I grew up in a part of town where they say there was nothing that hot grease couldn't fix. So I know the people who bought them goddamn Walmart shrimp. They're gonna be deep fried soon, sir.
Deep fried. It'll kill the germs. It'll kill the radiation. Hey, we all can take a little bit of radiation. There's no problem, right? It's not a big deal.
Walmart, we call the damn shrimp.
call
I almost fell out my chair last night when I heard that. So who
What
the
else?
hell? I didn't even know Walmart sold shrimp. So who the hell buys shrimp at Walmart?
Oh man, not me.
And now it's time for the FLA Trash Talkers Sports Talk.
Looking, he's going to heave one deep down the field. It's going to be to the goal line. It's going to be gone. It's a touchdown. What just happened? The ball comes out. The ball has come out. Oh my goodness!
Here's a second down and 3.
Oh, he broke his ankles. Now he's got an entourage, and he's got a touchdown.
All right, what is going on in the world of sports?
Well, considering I got in my truck today and drove up to Troy, Alabama, I am in the football capital of the South, and I forgot my fucking show notes. So we're going to wing the shit out of this. Start off with some light
Way to be
news.
prepared. Way to be.
Yeah,
Just
after
jumped in the
our-
truck and said, "You know
Let's
what?
just
I'm
make
leaving everything."
all the listeners think we're fantastic with our technical difficulties. and
Awesome.
lack of
Yeah.
show
Well,
notes.
no show notes. You
Yep.
couldn't hear me. Technical difficulties
Spectacular.
on our live show out at the rooftop, just echoing like crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely professional.
Yeah.
Let's
We're
keep it
getting
going.
there, though, guys. We're getting there.
Yeah, we'll be there one day. Maybe
one of the
episode
big things
102.
It's
One of
not
the
that
big
far.
things-
It's right by Dothan. It's right outside of Tallahassee.
What's that?
Troy, it's like right outside of
I
Tallahassee.
think I'm like 180 miles away from Tallahassee. I passed it a long time ago. I passed it around noon. I know that. I ate lunch there. Big news this week to me so far was the Anthony Richardson situation in Indianapolis. Daniel Jones has not only taken the job, but been given the backing that he is the starter for the season.
For the season, dog. I heard that.
Anthony Richardson out of Florida. I mean, he was drafted, I want to say 4th or 5th overall by the Colts. He is a guy that of all of the freakiest athletes that have ever touched the position of quarterback, he might be number one. Freakiest dude ever. But what's going on inside of that dome is nothing like what's going on inside of Lamar Jackson's dome. You can see it on the field. He just doesn't know. And go back to last year. He took himself out of a game during a drive because he was tired. I have never seen a fucking quarterback do that before or since, and I'm pretty sure I'll never see it again because
I'm surprised I'm surprised if he didn't get drafted. If he didn't get drafted number 4, he'd have been traded.
Yeah, I think he's done there, and his agent's talking shit. But what do you guys think about that? Do you think this guy has a shot in the league, or are you ready to go ahead and call him a bust? Because I'm at bust level point now.
Nah,
remember,
he's young.
Remember when when everybody knew Tebow wasn't going to be a successful NFL quarterback, and everybody hinted, and he just didn't want to. Maybe you need to change your position.
Yes,
that's what Anthony Richardson going to need to do.
I think it's actually, Keith, beautiful, because I think it's extremely similar. I think also Tim Tebow did not have the intellect to play NFL quarterback.
No, he didn't.
He's a great guy, great leader.
What team did he play?
All of those things.
Jets, right?
For Denver.
Denver, that's what it was.
And
Denver.
then he went to New England briefly, as I recall,
Yeah.
but that didn't last long. But Keith is right. He was basically offered to move to like an H-back or tight end position.
Or tight end, exactly.
Mhm.
And he
I remember
refused to
that.
do it. And then he went to play for the Mets minor league, as I recall.
Yeah,
That's
his
what he said.
pride would not let him change position. And I think Tebow would have been a hell of a tight end or H-back.
Oh yeah, definitely so. He had that gritty type of mentality. It would have worked out just fine for him. You take an Anthony Richardson and you slide him into a tight end, you're going to get some success there too, I believe.
Anthony Richardson's only 23 years old, man.
Okay.
He's only had 19 starts in college.
Okay.
So look how long it took Baker Mayfield, Geno.
Baker Mayfield was good as a rookie, and then it fell apart after that. But go ahead.
Okay, but still, look, there's been Sam Darnold. So I wouldn't give up on him just yet. Look, hey, and not only that, look what Green Bay's done. Look at how Green Bay handles their quarterback situation. They have Brett Favre. They draft Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers sits behind him for 2 or 3 years. Then Rodgers takes over. Rodgers takes over, and then they draft Love, and Love sits behind Rodgers for 2 or 3 years, and then Love takes over.
You think that was by design by the organization, or that was just the pride of the quarterback?
No,
because Brett Favre publicly said it wasn't his job to teach Aaron Rodgers.
Well, right, and no, it was somewhat happenstance because Rodgers was supposed to go in the top 5 picks of that draft. He didn't. He slid way the fuck down there to the low 20s or the high 20s. And that's how he ended up going to Green Bay, who was a winning organization at the time. Same thing happened again with Jordan Love. Slid down the draft. They saw an opportunity. They took it. They didn't plan to have either of those guys.
Because I really think that Aaron Rodgers has paid the same respect to Jordan Love that he got from Brett Favre. With your term, motherfucker.
Yeah, it is. It's not the starting quarterback to teach the quarterback that was drafted, but that quarterback that was drafted is able to watch to see how Rodgers prepares, how he handles himself in meetings, how he conducts himself as a pro. How does he go into study? When is he studying? How often? Like he's learning to be a pro. And I think Richardson needs that. He needs to learn how to be a pro. And if you can develop that because he's raw as fuck. But he does have the 4.3 speed. He's got a cannon for an arm. He's basically he'll run your ass over, as a running when he's running the ball.
How many college starts did Cam Newton have, and how many starts I believe Cam Newton only had 13 or 14 starts at Auburn, and that was all he ever had. And he was the Heisman Trophy winner that year, national champion that year, and then went into the NFL and won Rookie of the Year, fucking murdering. By the way, went for 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns overall, or something weird like that in his rookie campaign after 13 starts at Auburn.
Dude was 6'5". He's bigger than the freaking linebacker.
How big is Anthony Richardson, bro?
6'3".
Oh, fuck. Okay. And he runs a 4.3. Yeah, I mean, dog, what you're doing, I can't hear it, bro. Because I think either you're a quarterback or you aren't.
He's 6'4", 244. But
so he's my size, but not chubby.
yeah, that's 244.
He's got the 245 in a different distribution than I.
But I wouldn't give up on him yet. That's I mean, look, I think
well, what do you
who did San Francisco
Trey Lance? Trey Lance, and now he's a Charger now.
Still garbage.
And
he had a couple of good drives in the preseason. He definitely looked better than he did.
I think exactly, and that's what I'm saying. I think some people just develop faster than others, and I think there's still opportunity for Richardson to develop.
Well, for me, I'm shelving him. If I'm the Colts, I'm literally shelving his ass. Like, we're gonna sit you down on the PUP list or whatever they can come up with to not have him involved in the game. Put him on scout team for 6 weeks. Utilize a different backup quarterback and make him hold the fuck out of a clipboard.
But then is that what they did with Bryce Young last year? Carolina?
Okay, they did it. Now, Bryce Young, though, is a whole different animal, first of all. Bryce Young, you could tell, was a very good, intelligent quarterback.
Something happened, man, in the beginning of the Carolina season last year, and they were talking about trading Bryce Young. And I think he took that junk personally, and he came back and played like.
Then they put him on a practice squad? Or did they just.
Or at least we're talking about it. Or at least it was a rumor.
Different animals, though, man. Bryce Young is a polished, intelligent quarterback that sees the field, that knows how to play the position. And by the way, I think he's going to have a very good year. I'm going to go ahead and throw that out there, even though we're done talking about that NFC. I like that kid. He came from a good family. I've seen interviews with his parents and stuff. I like him. I hope he succeeds. But I don't see that future for Richardson. They're going to have to figure something else out. I like Keith's take. Make him a tight end.
Make him a tight end, bro.
Make
him like a Debo Samuels. He's that same Debo Samuels type mentality.
Fuck that. If I was gonna move him, I'd make him the next Derrick Henry. Put him in the fucking backfield with that speed and power.
Oh,
that size.
Hey, I'm not even going to argue that.
That's what I would do.
Because that's one thing he does see well. He sees running lanes. He sees how to. Yeah, he sees that stuff. He does have that type of vision.
I'm telling you, I think he could be the next Debo Samuel.
I remember one morning we had watched college football, Jay. It was when I lived over there with you. And I got up and I saw on the ticker, Anthony Richardson at Florida had 4 rushes for like 217 yards or some crazy shit like that. I was like, what? I had to go look at the highlights. He busted off 4 of them, dude. Like, that dude is weird.
He's an athlete. That's why. I mean,
he's a pure athlete.
I would. He's raw, and I'd give it 2 more years, and then go from there. Because even then, he's only 25, and
but you're also wasting them prime athlete years where Keith would be lining him up in a different position.
Yeah, but you got 30. You got defensive ends playing into their 30, 33, 34, 35. So,
but they're producing though.
Yeah.
Well, how long are you going to shelve him as a backup quarterback?
I said 2 years, and then it'll be 25, and then that's when I would move him to maybe running back. And even at 25, I think he could still be a successful running back.
What? Let's move along here. What do you guys think about this Terry McLaurin holdout? Do you think this is going to get fixed in Washington?
They have
to bring in Debo, so I think for them they're trying to play the role that we don't need you that much. But I think that's a big mistake for Washington. I think you need to make sure that Jaden Daniels doesn't hit any slumps.
Well, I think this management getting a bigger head than what they actually are. I think because everything that they've done so far has been successful, and I think however they're feeling about McLaurin, I feel like they're basically saying, hey, you need to play on your contract, and if you don't, we've got Debo Samuels to kind of fill in that position. And
Man, did you see the game? I know it's preseason, but did you see them Monday night?
I did not.
Man,
Bro.
listen,
the running game. Yeah, I heard about it. I heard about it.
Listen, Debo.
Yeah, but wait a second.
Debo looked good. Jaden looked good, and he had not one pass. Not one pass.
I'm gonna tell you what, and this is a complete 180 from our Anthony Richardson takes. I think there's a chance that within 2 years, Jaden Daniels is the best fucking player in the NFL.
Wait a second now. Hold on. Let's pump the brakes.
Go ahead. I said what I said. You can write that shit down.
While you're writing that down, I'm actually reading about this. McLaurin believes that he's the best NFL receiver. Is that what this whole thing is all about?
That's the fucking white hoodie right there. That's the white hoodie. Yeah, that's bold.
He's been on the Commanders, leading the receiver every season.
He's damn good. He's damn good, but he's not the best.
I mean, he fought through a lot of bad quarterbacks, man. And the first time he ever had a good one, he had a really good season. The first, and he was a rookie. Rookie quarterbacks typically don't help out receivers that much. But the first time he had a decent quarterback, he sure as shit went on.
Man, Jaden is a dog, man. He's a dog.
He's different, man. When they say I'm different or he's different, they're talking about that fucking guy.
Dude, the touchdown he scored Monday night was supposed to be a pass play. And it was supposed to be a pass play. He, instead of risking it, trying to jam something in there, he took off like on from the 12-yard line and lowered his shoulder. And some bitch ain't the biggest guy. He need a sandwich or two.
So we can go from this. We can go from this holdout to the next holdout because the fucking Bengals defense suck. So I mean I get Washington ran all over and had a great game. But it was against this.
Look at all the people that Cincinnati's paying, bro. Like, how can they pay this motherfucker too? You done paid Joe Burrow. You got a wide receiver making $40 million.
And T. Higgins.
T. Higgins got paid.
I understand that, but you got the best deep. He had the most sacks the last 2 seasons.
I'm not hating on paying.
Hold on. We're gonna talk about the AFC North, so we're gonna get into that salary over there in a second.
It's hard for me to. It's hard for me to fathom where they're going to get that money.
But the one thing I'll also say about Washington. Okay, a couple things with Washington. Washington won a lot of games by 1 score. Okay, so they squeaked out a lot of games last year. All right, it's not like they were blowing people out.
Sounds like Tom Brady, but I'll move on.
Which is another reason. Which is another reason why they need McLaurin. And Jaden Daniels, that was the system that he played in college. So when he came up, it was easy for him to kind of,
Are you faulting him for that?
No, I'm not faulting him. I'm just sitting there saying, let's pump the brakes and not sit. I think he's going to be a great quarterback. I'm not sitting there saying he's not. But
I said I think there's a decent chance, which is let's call it a 15% chance. That's a decent chance, right? 15%.
Okay, 15%.
That you're the best player in the NFL in 2 years. I think it's possible because what do people see? They see quarterbacks. So household name, top shelf. That's where I'm at.
I just want to bring up about Washington Commanders here is that when we did the NFC
Redskins, motherfuckers.
On this show, the motherfucking Redskins.
The Redskins. Yeah, I want to talk about that real quick. NFC East draft, the one that we did here. Toby, Keith, and Wally all chose the Redskins to be your number 1 pick.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of hearing some contradictory. I got
Washington NFC East, baby.
Did you not say that the only reason why the Redskins won is because of Bengals' horrible defense?
No. He's on another tip. He's Jay likes to maneuver all around the world. He
moves around a lot. We don't stick on one.
He confused you. Don't worry about it.
I started going. Wait a second. I got the notes here. I'm saying
Washington's going to be good. I'm just saying let's pump the brakes on them. Like I don't think they're going to be. I don't think they make it to the NFC Championship game this year.
Why are they your number 1 pick?
They're not my
for the NFC East. Yes, I got it. No, I'm going to mute my mic now.
All right. We got a couple of division breakdowns to do today. So we got 4 more to go. Let's get 2 out of the way.
Can we do AFC East last?
Okay, we'll do that. Let's get into the AFC North. Last year, obviously, Baltimore was your winner. Pittsburgh was good. Cleveland was a pile of shit. And since he started slow and had some trouble there, otherwise they might have been a really difficult out.
Well, Cleveland's still a pile of shit.
I tend to agree there. They announced Joe Flacco as their starter, so
that lets you know the state of Cleveland right now.
Yeah, that.
Wait a second now. Joe took him to the playoffs. Joe took him to the playoffs.
True.
So don't.
But that Quinshon Judkins guy they drafted has got legal problems. We don't know if he's going to play.
The running back.
Yeah, I let's just go right to the top of this. I mean, I
Judy?
still feel what?
You got Judy over there.
Yeah,
I'm.
Well, we'll go ahead. We'll do the Cleveland Browns first then. I think they're a last place team. I think they're a last place team that's fighting for a top pick, just like they were last year.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait a second. Okay, let's talk about the quarterback situation.
Okay, you got a shitload of them to talk about.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So they're starting out with Joe. Joe gets pulled, what, third game?
Joe's old too. He might not even make it.
Old.
One good sack have Joe. Yeah, one good sack have Joe off the damn roster.
Okay.
But isn't Kenny Pickett hurt though?
Yeah, Pickett's hurt. So now you're looking at Shador and
that's gonna be the starter, Shador.
Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel, that's it.
I think the starter's gonna be Shador.
Well, did you see Gabriel play the other day?
He played well. He had a bad turnover, but he did play well. He's the one thing that's weird though is he's more mobile than Shador is. He definitely gets outside the pocket better.
Yeah, and he's but the thing that hurts him, he's what, 5'10"?
So that's 2 Sanders kids that didn't get Pop's wheels.
Yeah.
Hey, Shiloh's gonna get cut from the Bucks probably this weekend.
Yeah, so I mean, can't teach speed.
But Gabriel's what, 5'10"?
Yeah, he's not a big guy, that's for sure. But he did get a shit ton of college starts, man, from UCF to Oklahoma. I mean, fuck, he was playing for Oklahoma at the Oklahoma Florida State bowl game we went to. He was the quarterback, and then he ended up at
Oregon.
Yeah. So,
but I like Sanders. I thought what Sanders did I actually thought, man, he played a hell of a game.
Well, he also was out there in the first week against not very good competition too.
Yeah.
I'll let them settle that. I believe Kevin Stefanski knows what he's doing with quarterbacks. If I see Shador Sanders as a starter, I'll certainly believe that he is the guy. I don't have a problem with that.
The one thing I liked about what Sanders did, he looked like he had control of the offense and didn't look frazzled. He looked like he knew exactly what was happening.
Deion's been playing the game for a long time. He should know.
Well, yeah.
Just saying.
I knew it was coming. I didn't know which angle it was coming at, but I like it.
All right, so Cleveland. All right, so and then tight end. They got who's that tight end?
Still got Joku.
Yeah, Joku.
Still got Judy. Joku got Judy. Got Cedric Tillman. They've even brought in that Deontay Thompson cat. Deontay Johnson.
Running back. Who they got at running back?
Well, I mean, it's probably going to end up being that Jerome Ford and that other rookie from Tennessee, Dylan Sampson. That's who, because that Judkins guy is first of all, he hasn't even signed and he's facing a big suspension.
Yeah.
So, but to me, this is a 3-4 win team, man. I scratch them. It's trash.
So we all agree that they're on the bottom of the 4.
I'll tell you what, I'm so confident in it that you can write Dave's pick down on this one. Dave will say Cleveland Brown is last.
Yeah. The problem is who's going to beat Baltimore in that division. Well, nobody in that division is going to beat Baltimore.
We can get into that. Well, let's go to Pittsburgh. A lot has changed in Pittsburgh. Has changed.
To make sure to write this down, everybody's in agreement that the Browns are going to be at the bottom of the place.
Without a doubt. They're still building. They've been building since I was 2.
4th place.
All right.
But let's go to the Pittsburgh
Steelers.
Steelers.
Ain't bad.
That's the best part of the team is the defense. They have a hell of a defensive line and linebacker. They even signed Jerome Baker. Remember where my mama from the Dolphins?
Yeah.
They signed him in the offseason over at Cleveland.
Well, the defense will be solid, but they're not going to. That division is hell, bro. They got 3 elite teams there. So Pittsburgh, who has a great defense, they go ahead and get DK Metcalf and solve their George Pickens headache problem that they had last year. Who I like George Pickens, but he needed a lesson. If you ain't gonna listen to Mike Tomlin, you ain't gonna listen to. You know what I mean? You need to get kind of a little chin checking. So trading him to Dallas was a good chin check for him. Hopefully he grows from it. But you bring in DK Metcalf.
But what else do they have in offense?
Well, you got DK Metcalf, you got Jalen Warren and Keldon Johnson, a rookie. They got Jonnu Smith from Miami, who how to
get. Yeah. I forgot about Jonnu.
They got the other tight end from Georgia, Walker.
The big Washington big boy,
Washington.
And they got Pat Freiermuth too, so they can go 3 tight ends. Another receiver, Roman Wilson. But the big thing they did, man, they moved on from Wilson and went to Aaron Rodgers. Now, I guess the question is Aaron Rodgers washed, or is Aaron Rodgers about to fucking have one last?
Nah, he's in his 40s. Isn't he in his 40s?
I think he's 38, 39.
God, dog, man. Aaron
Maybe
Rodgers,
he's right at 40. He's right in that ballpark.
40.
And who's his backup?
Mason Rudolph. They brought him back.
I think
he's
Rodgers
41 years old. He's 41 years old.
Shit. Okay.
I think Rodgers has a good year.
I think so too.
I think so.
I think he has something to prove.
He's going to have a good year.
I think he has something to prove because he wasn't able to do it on the Jets.
And this is a way
Look at me.
better team.
Wait, wow.
I was surprised by that too.
Yeah. Hey, I know what
Look at this guy.
You pulled that out of your ass.
Hey, that's because we.
That's
because
No. I have to do some research.
Brother.
I have to do research when I'm hanging out with you guys. I got to know what I'm talking about.
He's a diehard Miami Dolphin fan, so he know the 3 teams we play twice a year.
There you go.
But
I know the competition.
I think Rodgers has a good year. I think the pieces that they got over there. Look, Pittsburgh really hasn't needed much because that defense is really good, and the additions that they've added, with Ramsey and I think what they added a couple more players. I forget on the defense side, but that defense.
Ramsey was huge for them because Ramsey fits into what they do. Like you're going to be able to move Ramsey all over the field.
I think they're going to move Ramsey to free safety.
He'll play there too, but you can line him up in nickel. You can line him up.
They've already said
you can bring that fucker up and basically play defensive end with him. Ramsey, bro. Me and Wall Raven were at a Miami game. It was Jameis Winston's last season, so it was 2014. We were down there in Miami. Miami was whipping our ass 17-3, and Jalen Ramsey single-handedly beat Miami after being down 17-3. Had a pickoff, forced a turnover, a strip. Remember, he had the strip in the middle of the field, Jay? Homeboy, the tight end, caught it. He reached over and ripped that shit right out.
But question, though. 50. Question. When did Pittsburgh not have a good defense?
In 1966 or some shit.
All right. So it's they offense is going to struggle, dog. Metcalf is not going out.
What?
Metcalf can't do it by himself.
This is the best offense they've had in 5 years.
It's the best offense they've had since fucking AB.
But they don't have a quarterback though, dog. I don't think
agree to disagree.
I don't think Rodgers is the answer. Rodgers is 1 sack away, dog. 1 sack away from fucking up the other Achilles.
I don't think so, man. I think that Hashawa, whatever the fuck he does,
they got a good offensive line in Pittsburgh.
And they got a good offensive. Look, in the back half of that Jets. And the Jets kicked y'all's ass the last game of the season.
Jay,
he was the quarterback that did it.
I'm going Pittsburgh coming in number 3 in that division.
You don't want to talk about it anymore, but I want to talk about it. I think the beginning of that Jets season last year for Aaron Rodgers, that Achilles wasn't fully healed.
I don't think it was.
It took him, and even Cousins. I think Cousins, same thing. Cousins, it was too early for them to come back and start playing.
Because most Achilles take them 2 years to come back, and he tried to come back in 1 season.
And so that second half of that season last year, he started coming around. He had if you look statistically, he had a pretty decent year, man. I think he had like 25 touchdowns and maybe 7 interceptions or something like that.
Sorry.
So I think
I'm with Wall Raven. I'm with Wall Raven. I'm even with motherfucking Big Man Jay, dribbling and finesse, calling the Aaron Rodgers.
I know what's going on around here.
So where y'all think they're gonna finish?
Where you ranking them, Toby?
Okay, so here's my problem with this division.
Because they can't beat Baltimore.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I have all three teams basically there together, tied up, linked up.
Wow.
So it's a jumble for me. I'll put Pittsburgh in 3 for the sake of this ranking, but I will not be surprised if Pittsburgh comes in second.
Really? So you have Pittsburgh above the Bengals.
No, I have them right there. Like I said, I have all the teams together at like an 11.
I'm sorry. You have Pittsburgh below the Bengals.
I do.
50-50. I think
I do.
50-50.
Really? So why? I mean, their defense sucks.
You know what?
The Bengals defense sucks, but they can put up 50 points on you.
Give me the Steelers in second. Give me the Steelers.
No, you want? Okay, we're gonna change.
Give me the Steelers.
The Bengals don't have a defense.
I'm gonna live by this because I watched a lot of Steelers games last year because I had George Pickens on all my fantasy teams, and I think that team's going to be better with Aaron Rodgers.
Listen,
they made the playoffs, by the way.
I'm a Tomlin fan. I'm a huge fan of Tomlin. I think it's going to be his first season with less than 50 less than 500.
I fucking love Mike Tomlin, and I think you're a dick.
You don't like Rodgers because of the COVID shit. You don't like Rodgers because of the whole COVID shit and all that stuff. Get the fuck out of here. There's no way you can sit there and say that Tomlin's going to have a fucking. Dude, he didn't have a damn fucking.
He's going to have a losing season.
Never had a sub 500 season.
He's going to have. Okay, he's going to happen this season.
Oh my God.
Ever.
Jesus Christ. Only because Rodgers said something about COVID.
Where are you putting him, Wally?
Pittsburgh's coming in second. Baltimore's got too many. I mean, Bengals have too many issues, man. Cincinnati Bengals have too many issues in defense, man.
They do. They have so many holes in defense, but that offense. How you gonna stop that offense, man? Damn. They even got my boy. What's the tight end we used to have? Gesicki. Gesicki won a lot of hard rock bets for me.
So we're getting into that Bengals shit now, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I ranked just real quick. I ranked the Steelers as number 2 because I think that Aaron Rodgers does have something to prove.
I'm with you. I think that's some solid fucking sports takes there, brother.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm paying attention to what's going on around here.
Proud of you, man.
So, Bengals, absolute high-powered juggernaut fucking offense. I think they're going to average 33, 34 points a game, which is a shit ton in the NFL.
But the defense is going to give up 28.
Yeah, very likely, which is also a shit ton in the NFL.
I mean, Al Gordon coming from Notre Dame, right, as a defensive coordinator. Look,
I think the question is going to be: are they going to get Hendrickson on the field? Are you going to get Hendrickson on the field, or is this? That's where we're at, man. Without him, they're going to have a hard time.
Dude, I heard people talking about that preseason game against Washington, and they were like, they couldn't even fill the lanes.
No, they were gashing. Washington was gashing.
They weren't. They weren't feeling like that defense was.
It was
like,
so easy.
They were calling them a fucking Pop Warner fucking defense.
Listen, I was watching the game. So Pittsburgh came out. They got the ball first. Washington didn't get the ball first. Bengals, that's what I meant. Bengals got the ball first. Quarterback Joe Burrow looked like garbage. He didn't have. I don't know if they had the second string O-line in, but they couldn't protect him. He was getting sacked like hit. He was running his ass off in a preseason, right? Yeah. You don't have the franchise running around like that in the preseason game.
You can't stop that offense. Though it doesn't matter.
If you don't have, it had to be the first team O-line. If you don't have the first team,
exactly. I don't think it's the same thing. So now, when Washington came in the game, they made it look so easy. They never passed the ball. They went all the way down running the ball. And after I seen that, I said, oh, shit. I gave my wife the remote. You watch what you want to watch. I'm going to bed. I see what I wanted to see.
I got to know something real quick. That drink that you just popped open, was that good, was it? Seemed to have enjoyed it. What are we drinking there?
This is a Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest Fest beer.
They sell that here.
Interesting.
I just got it at the Publix in Troy, Alabama.
I've seen that. I just seen Oktoberfest though.
You look like you thoroughly enjoyed that sip when you took it.
I had no idea it was going to be that goddamn flavorful.
All right, so what's our ranking on the Bengals?
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go third, man. But I still think they can make the playoffs from that 3-hole with an 11-6 record.
Yeah.
I think it's very possible. I think you're gonna have a lot of teams in the AFC, and we'll get to that in a minute because there's another one I'm gonna bring up. There's gonna be a few teams in the AFC that are in that 11-6, 10-7 mode that are fighting for those last 2 slots. And it's gonna be hard to say what it's gonna come down to who gets it. But that brings us. Look, let me just say this: you can't stop Cincinnati. So that means they're going to win 8 games just from the offense alone. So if you get a couple of wins out of your defense, you can make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So where you got them, Wally? What do you have them lined up?
Oh, they're third.
1 or 3? That's what you got left.
I lost y'all damn mind. I'm going number 2. Two for me.
It's all chalk. All chalk. Ravens in first. Are we all doing?
Hey, it's like it's unanimous. That is Ravens. I think even David say that.
I mean, you can't stop Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson combination.
That shit should be. That is legal cheating.
We knew it was coming last year. We knew that once you had, when you were running those fucking reads between those 2 guys, and when you stick the ball into Derrick Henry's gut, and you're looking, they're already telling you. So you either put it there and watch him ride, or you take off around the end for 20
That's
seconds.
legal cheating.
I say this happens this year though with Baltimore. Derrick Henry will not start off strong.
Okay.
I think they start him off slowly. I don't think they feed him right now at the beginning of the season, because at the end of last year, they didn't feed him, and I don't know if it was because he was tired or they were.
I think he was tired. Some bitch was getting the ball 22, 23 carries a game. He was tired.
So what I'm saying is they're going to hold off on him at the beginning of the season and rely on him later on and try to conserve that energy.
They've got a ton of weapons on offense too, man. Now they don't have homeboy, the second tight end. I forgot his name. Big, tall dude, goes downfield a lot. Forgot his name. You owned him in fantasy a bunch of times.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
But that just means Andrews is going to be playing more in the first 6 weeks. So Andrews.
Don't worry about Andrews. Andrews hasn't been Andrews.
Yeah, but now he doesn't have to worry about that dude being on the field and eating up his minutes. So
how much do you think DeAndre Hopkins is going to play? How much?
I think DeAndre Hopkins is a nice third option across the middle.
I don't think I think he's going to be like, what's that receiver that played for Kansas City last year and never got the ball? He's going to be
Hopkins.
Oh, you mean DeAndre Hopkins?
DeAndre Hopkins. Yes,
That's so fucking great. Just like him.
Just like DeAndre Hopkins.
Same mama and everything.
Exactly what happened last year, huh?
We all got Baltimore. It's hard to bet against Lamar Jackson, man. We talked about him earlier in this segment, and that fucking guy, dude.
Yeah, but
he
has to win
when we saw what he did to Florida State that day in 2016. We knew that this guy was fucked, and how he slid to the end of the first round, I'll never understand it.
Well, no, because we were talking trash about him. I remember I didn't think he was going to be an accurate quarterback. Now, athletically,
that was you.
Run the fucking ball.
Not me. I drafted him in his first year of fantasy. I said he was very tiny, like he's got them Kevin Durant legs. That's what worried me. Once he showed me it didn't matter.
But no, there's no doubt he's definitely the MVP of the league. And look, if he can, but he's got to win in the playoffs. He makes bad decisions when it gets into the playoffs, and
I think it's coaching, man. I think they were, like you said, they didn't run Derrick Henry as much. Goddamn, Derrick Henry got him there.
Yeah, but Lamar's an MVP. Hey, so you're going to take the ball out of Tom Brady's hand?
No.
Okay.
Come on, dog.
Same thing. Are you going to take the
ball?
No. If you got
I'm not even a Tom Brady fan, but I know he's the best to ever suit up.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. If you're worried about Henry being tired, you've got the ball in the MVP's hands. Why aren't you automatically thinking you're going to win the game with the ball in his hand? Because
the reason Baltimore was so successful last year, and like you said, the first 3 quarters of the season, because if you didn't know, just like Toby said a few minutes ago, you didn't know if Derrick Henry getting the ball, that play action was a mean ass play action too. Because if it looked like he put that in the belly of Derrick Henry, your linebackers got to come up.
You got to come up, man.
Your linebackers got to come up. And if they don't, oh, okay, we know where we going next play.
They're slinging it down. Isaiah Likely, that's what his name was, or Rashad Bateman, or fucking Zay Flowers, or Mark Andrews. They got people all over the place.
I think Zay Flowers going to have a Pro Bowl season this year.
All I'm saying, look, I believe in I believe Zay Flowers is going to have a great year too. I think he's going to have a good season. He just has to win in the playoffs. He's got to make it to an AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
To be legit. I mean,
Problem
you can't
is,
be bounced out first round.
That little light skinned Kermit motherfucker keep fucking him.
Yeah, he does. Him and Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Yeah. Oh, we need to talk about that too. Damn, we should have talked about that too.
Yeah, we should have. But we got to get to the AFC East because we only got a little bit of time. We got to get.
We have about 15 minutes left.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, let's go ahead and get the meat out, and that's America's fucking team. I'm just
America's. That's America team.
Man.
America team.
Miami Dolphins.
The
greatest football team. I'm just kidding.
They are.
America's
I think 3 of us out of the 4 are going to put Dolphins as number 1.
Banjos. You know what I'm talking about, Keith. Fire up them
Tampa
banjos.
Bay.
Come on, baby. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins number 1.
I think we're a playoff team, man. I think we're in that same bracket with Cincinnati.
I say we win 10 games.
I'm there.
11
and 6, 10 and 7. We're right there. If you get a couple of plays out of your defense.
But 10 and 7 don't get you the playoffs anymore.
No, it does. It can because there's 7 teams that get in. Usually one of them.
10 and 7 get you in the wild card, and we just don't do fucking good in the wild card.
No, we got to get right in there this year.
I think we can win a lot of games this year. I think if Tua stays healthy, we're going to be I think that wide receiver core is extremely good. This little DS guy they found.
Oh my God, Eskridge.
I like him.
God.
I like him.
Oh my God,
Washington. I like this receiving core, man. We got 4 good receivers. Tight end.
We have receivers now that the defense have to respect.
You can't win in the cold. Y'all suck.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Motherfucker, how many cold games we have a year? How many cold games we have a fucking year? Fuck it. Wash them. Fuck it. We give it to them. We don't even go to it. Give it to the L. We take care of business the rest
God
of
damn it. Let us get home field for once, man. We'll be all right. But I think we're gonna be a good football team, man. I've been down on McDaniel. I think he's a little fruity. But
he wears some weird pants. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Man, but
his pants are looking weird. His hair. Ever since he went to Miami from Denver,
he need a sandwich.
Ever since he went from Denver to Miami, he just kind of Miami-nized himself, and he just looks kind of all weird.
I think if our defensive ends, which we now picked up another one, by the way, you saw that, right?
Yeah, we did. We did
pick up a good one too. Homeboy that used to play for the Patriots.
Judon.
So we got 4 good defensive ends with Chop Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
We got good stuff there. So we brought in
Chubb is back.
Fitzgerald.
Yes, he is.
Y'all got Fitzgerald.
Fitzpatrick.
Jalen Phillips is back.
Jalen Phillips and Chubb is back.
Yeah,
and that kid that we got in the first round, that D tackle we got, he's solid though. He's doing good as a rookie.
Our defense was top 5 in the NFL last year, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can get Tua to stay healthy, I think we're an 11, maybe even 12-win team. If Tua stays healthy the whole year, plays 17 games,
that's the key.
Calling 12 wins.
That's the key because our backup quarterbacks garbage.
Zach White. You got Zach White.
No, Zach
Wilson.
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson probably going to get cut because he's probably going to be third string because the kid from Texas looked a lot better than him Saturday.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and fuck.
I thought we cut the dude from Texas. How the fuck he played?
Go ahead and put me down, dog. Miami Dolphins win the division.
I say it too.
Ooh,
I say it too.
Oh my God!
You got the same thing, Keith?
Wax, son.
I gotta say it, motherfucker. I'm a Dolphin fan. I gotta say it.
Motherfucking division, son. 12-5 win the division.
You don't see this cap? You don't see my wall? Look behind me.
Miami Dolphins sweep the Buffalo Bills.
What do you got to say about the Bills, Keith?
Fuck the Bills.
I got Dolphins 4th.
Fourth? Wow.
Now you got us under the Jets and the Patriots?
You motherfucker.
I think Patriots come in 2nd.
Now see that's some real Trump shit right there.
Hold on now.
Now that's that Trump shit right there.
Did we get that shit written down? Are we good?
Yes.
Because I'm a
Patriots come in 2nd.
I'm gonna say this. Okay, you're trying to steal my sunshine, you son of a bitch. What I was gonna say is I think the surprise team of the NFL is the New England Patriots.
New England Patriots gonna beat the shit.
I think the New England Patriots are gonna win just about as many games as Miami.
I like their coach. Even though it's bullshit, I like their coach.
I'm gonna tell
because
you
they fired Mayo. They fired Mayo just because Tennessee fired him. When Tennessee fired Vrabel, Mayo didn't have a chance.
No, Vrabel was sitting out already a year.
No, he took his year off. But
yeah,
listen, Mayo was a coach in waiting because of Belichick.
Yeah,
that was the deal.
Yep,
I'll resign. You hire Mayo. They agreed. Mayo was hired. But when nobody called up Vrabel that offseason,
oh my God. Yeah, Mayo got fucked. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Hey, it's too bad because Mayo is a good dude too.
Yeah, man. I like Vrabel. I think Vrabel did some good things in Tennessee.
At the same time, as good of a dude as he is, and I think he deserved a better shot. At the same time, you already know that Vrabel is a top shelf, top 5 coach.
Yeah.
So it's like we can either wait and find out if you're that good, or we can just get someone.
Because the problem is Mayo only coached one season, and it was a bad season. So will he ever get another coaching gig? Head coaching gig.
He will.
Head coaching.
He'll go back and be a defensive coordinator for somebody. He'll succeed and he'll get another job, just like Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles got another job because he's good.
Yeah, I like Todd Bowles. He's going to cut Shiloh, but I like Todd Bowles.
What New England's done on the defensive side?
Oh yeah,
they brought us the dogs.
They brought a dog, but then on offense, you go and get Stephon Diggs. You needed a guy like that.
Oh yeah,
you bring in Travion Henderson from fucking Ohio State, who looks like a fucking beast.
That fucking running back. Oh yeah,
Stephon Diggs don't. Stephon Diggs don't.
A little bit.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. A lot of people had a lot of shit to say about Drake May, but I saw him at the end of last year looking like a fucking quarterback.
He better not get hurt because Joshua Dobbs worse than
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but May's not. I don't see Mays getting hurt. Mays is a big kid. Mays is he's an athlete.
Hey,
that kid's good, man.
Hey, if he get hurt, then Joshua Dobbs is equivalent to Zach Wilson. Goddammit.
That kid can play. That fucking kid can play. I think the New England Patriots are going to. Well, I guess it's not a surprise because me and Jay both thought it. Me and Wally both thought it. So,
number 2 for Wally.
Where y'all bring him?
I got New England second.
I know. Toby second.
Yeah.
Time out.
Believe it or not, I pre-filled out my my picks way before the show started, and I chose Patriots to be number 2.
Time out. Before we go.
Now,
I've never been good with arithmetic. I've never been good with math. Right? I can count my money, but simple shit 1 through 5, I can count that without looking. Right? So if y'all say Dolphins number 1, except for you, and you say Patriots number 2.
That means you're saying that the Jets are the Bills.
So you trying to say the Patriots over Buffalo?
No.
Oh, okay, that's what Toby said.
Where you putting
the realest shit I ever wrote?
Keith, where you putting the Patriots?
3, goddammit. 3.
Because I have the Bills 1.
Because I don't think Stephon Diggs fits.
I got Buffalo in 3rd. I don't
think Stephon fits the mold for Patriots player.
I think Buffalo's bubble has busted, and I think they missed their championship window. That's what I think.
That shit, though. I can ride that way. And just that big motherfucking drone they got playing as a quarterback, that motherfucker's a problem.
He's a problem, but he's also overrated as fuck. Fuck that guy.
Keith, what do you have the Bills?
Yeah, we need to go discuss the Bills.
Okay.
Fuck the Bills.
No, we'll talk to the Jets in a minute, but I'm just saying this. I think Buffalo had a magical little ride there where they had 3 or 4 really solid years in a row and they didn't finish shit. But I don't think they have the same type of front office that Baltimore has, where they reload every draft precisely.
They don't.
I think eventually in Buffalo, show me what about the wide receivers in Buffalo, right? Like eventually that shit's got to catch up to you because they're riding out with fucking Khalil Shakir, overrated ass Keon Coleman from Florida State. I'll say it, overrated.
You're just mad because he just
I'll talk about Josh Palmer and fucking. I mean, what kind of shit is that? Dalton
That's
Kincaid isn't that good?
And that's the reason why the quarterback run the ball so fucking much because he don't even have confidence in his
And
wide
eventually,
receivers.
that shit catches up to you. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I made a comment today on the chat group that I'm in that there's a huge Buffalo fan. He said he was going to listen tonight. And there's a huge Cowboys fan. I happen to see Josh. Well, I can't remember the fucking last name. I see Josh Allen. I seen him on a damn melatonin commercial telling people to go to sleep. Last time I saw a big name quarterback talk about going to sleep, he got hurt mid-season, couldn't finish the season. That was in Dallas. That got hurt when he was advertising beds. So I'm just saying, I put shit like that together.
Yeah, it's the fucking catching Z's curse, whatever the fuck.
It's just like the Madden, baby, just like Madden.
The Ambien curse. Fuck Josh Allen. Fuck
Josh Allen. Because if Josh Allen didn't lower his head and the refs didn't call so many bullshit calls for Josh.
With all kinds
yes.
What? All right. So the Jets. What do you? I mean, obviously.
Well, where'd you put Keith? Where'd you put the Bills?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah.
I put the Bills as number 4.
God damn. I like the way you're going. Don't go fuck the Bills, but god damn.
That brings us to the New York Jets.
The motherfucker, so you think the Jets gonna be number 3?
Which
I'm
I can
talking to you, Jay.
Yeah, I put them as number 3, and I can see where everybody else has lined up their picks here.
I mean, Jets are trash, man. I got them in last. They'll run the ball effectively. They'll play decent defense, but they're a 4 or 5 at most 6-win team.
My
6-win team tops.
My biggest question is Justin Fields. Is he going to be a quarterback? Can he operate that offense?
Excuse me.
And I've heard he's been struggling, so I'm worried about that.
I like Justin Fields, but I just don't know if he's a true consistent starting NFL quarterback. But I do like him, but I don't know.
How long is it going to be before Sauce asks for a trade? Because he just got a new contract.
He ain't going there.
But he's a competitor. He's a competitor, dog. He ain't gonna sit there and keep going 5-12.
Making that kind of money is.
There's a lot of NFL teams will match that offer to get his talent. He's a dog, too, dog.
Yeah, but I don't think he's good. No, I don't think.
To me, he's a young Ramsey.
Gordon Ramsay?
Gordon.
He might can cook too. But
what the fuck is going on in this kitchen?
I mean, the defense has always been strong with the Jets. I mean, you got decent running backs, wide receivers. You got, you got guys.
I don't even know who the fuck their coach is this year.
Oh no, their coach is legit now. It's
who is it?
Detroit. No, it's shit.
It came from Detroit, DC.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Great defensive back in the league. Played for the Saints for a long time. Real good coach. I'm good with that.
Glenn?
But I don't think they're tooled up yet enough for him.
Yeah, Glenn.
I don't think they're tooled up enough yet, and that's not Glenn's fault. Give him another year. Give Glenn 3 years there, and I think he'll make a winner out of him. But yeah, Dan Campbell didn't walk in overnight and turn Detroit into a fucking winner either. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give him a minute. But I like Aaron Glenn, but they ain't got the tools yet.
God damn, they broke Gary Wilson off too this year.
Yeah, I like him, but the problem is Justin Fields just is not that.
Garrett Wilson is making more money than Sauce Gardner, which is insane to me.
Yeah, show him the money. He's a good wide receiver.
And that's why McLaurin is
Yeah, now you wonder why McLaurin wants his money. I mean, that's why.
Yes, exactly. God damn.
We didn't even talk about the Dallas Cowboys, man, and what's going on with Parsons, man. You know, he's still on his rookie contract.
Yeah,
that's the crazy shit.
That's
dude.
cold.
He's on his fifth year of his rookie contract, man.
Jerry Jones, dog. Jerry Jones.
You think he gets signed before the start?
If
Any
they
of
don't,
the free agents that's left,
they absolutely have to sign him in Dallas. They can't win without him.
Parsons,
Nope.
McLaurin, and the dude from Bengals. Which ones get signed before the season starts? Or any of them get traded?
No, nobody.
I would say the
dog.
most likely to be playing on day one is McLaurin. That's what I think.
But do Washington have any money left? I know for a fact Dallas don't. Dallas don't have any money.
Well, Washington ain't paying their quarterback yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Washington's got all kinds of money.
Yeah, so Washington be the one that'll pay, but Dallas have no money. Cincinnati damn sure.
They got the most money in the damn world.
No,
Yeah, but it's a hard cap, dog. It's a hard cap.
They cap broke.
Yeah,
they are cap broke.
You can't go $1 over the cap.
But it isn't a cap problem. It's a problem that Jerry Jones is pissed off because fucking Parsons shook his hand on some kind of fucking agreement, and Jerry Jones is pissed off.
Either give him his money or trade him.
Have y'all seen the Netflix special with Dallas? Yeah.
No, I don't fuck with that.
I'm gonna watch it. It looks pretty good, man. Like it's dude, you gotta watch it. And then the KC, the Kingdom. Have y'all seen that?
It looked good. I haven't seen it. It looked good. I'm gonna check it out this weekend.
I might watch that just because Andy Reid's my boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that too. Anyways, 9:00.
Yes, sir. All right. That was another episode of the FLA Trash Talkers. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Let's go with final last words for the evening. Let's start off with Keith. What you got for us today?
Hey, thanks everybody. I just wanted to do a PSA. Men, go to the doctor, get checked out. Don't be afraid to have that colonoscopy. Today is my 2nd anniversary while my wife rushed me to the hospital and I had life-saving surgery. They told her if she wouldn't have got me there, I would have died in a couple hours.
Wow.
Today is my 2-year anniversary.
Wow. Yeah, they definitely get to the doctor. Definitely get checked out. Don't be scared. I know a lot of men are scared to get to the doctor, but you know what? We just got to man up, grow the sack, and get out there and do it.
Listen, gut health is everything. Without your gut, and men is just in general just afraid to do a colonoscopy. It don't hurt. You sleep the whole damn time. Get it done, man.
Yes, sir. What you got for us, Wally?
Shit, I don't know after that. Looking forward to football, man. Football starts this weekend, man. There's some games on Saturday, man. Some college football. So excited about football season, man. We haven't talked about college. Hopefully we'll get that to next week. But
UCF play this weekend.
There's a couple teams that play this weekend. I think there's like 6-7 games. So looking forward to that. So can't wait, man.
Yes, sir. And what you got for us, Toby?
Good, man. I'll echo the sentiments of Mr. Walraven there. I'm real excited, man. We got our big fantasy draft this weekend. I'm looking forward to that shit. Mountain, represent. And the NFL season and college football, it's right around the corner, man. So happiest time of year for me. That's where I'm at.
Canes play next weekend, baby.
Then they're going to get their ass whooped by Notre Dame, too.
Yeah, we're going to beat up on some motherfucking Notre Dame.
EPL, fucking La Liga started.
Soccer play year round. You can find a soccer game every day if you.
Goddamn right. That's why I love that sport.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All right, and I'm Jay. Hey, this is what I got to say. Let's go Dolphins. We're going to take it all the way this year. This is our year. Our year. All right. I'm going to be honest. I've been saying that for probably the last 40 years. But hey, this is our year.
I've been saying this shit since I was 7. So
we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. And
you just certified this show's a comedy with that joke at the end of that show.
Dolphins are gonna make it this year. Don't buy your shrimp at Walmart. All right, go to a legit place to buy your shrimp. Don't go buy your shrimp at Walmart. And you know what? Let's all start participating. Let's all start participating for the 4-day work week. All right, boys, that's the end of our show. Let's get the hell out of here. I got to go to sleep because I got to get up early as hell.
Yeah, my mom will off in 6 hours.
We will see you guys next week.
And that's it for today's episode of the FLA Trash Talkers. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you had fun listening, we're doing something right. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure to share the show with all your friends. New episodes are live every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on YouTube, and you don't want to miss the next show. You can watch all of our shows on YouTube. Just search for the FLA Trash Talkers Podcast. Until next Wednesday, the world is hectic, so don't take everything so seriously. Don't get so offended, and keep talking trash. We'll see you on the next episode.